when I was really young, I spent all the time over with Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Just it was me and her a lot of the time. And I was starting to exhibit more feminine tendencies because I was primarily around women a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Our pastor at the time went to Dad and was like, "Dude, you gotta. He needs more time with his daddy. You need to cut this."
Mm-hmm.
Dad did. He went to Nana. He went to Mom. We had big family meeting. He's like, he's not staying here anymore. Cold turkey. We're not doing it anymore. And he got a lot of flack for that.
Would you do that to your wife? All right, man, I got one.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so your wife tells you that the one person she's always been able to fully be herself with, completely unfiltered, no performance, no managing, is her best friend, not you.
Uh-oh.
She loves you deeply. She's not going anywhere, but there's a version of her that her best friend gets that you have never seen and may never see.
Mm.
Do you grieve that quietly and accept that some people hold parts of our spouses that we can't reach? Or do you ask yourself what it means that after all of these years, the most honest version of your wife lives somewhere where you don't have access to?
Interesting. Okay, a couple clarifying questions.
Yeah.
Friend, I'm assuming, is female.
Female.
Okay. Does the friend bash me or bash the marriage?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So she's a net benefit to the relationship?
Depending on how you look at it. So
Okay.
it's, in terms of you,
Mhm.
it's benign.
Okay.
There's nothing that really is like, she's not dogging you to your wife. She's not saying that, your wife deserves better
Right.
and all these different things. She's not doing anything that's directly harmful, but the indirect parts of it might be harmful.
Okay.
So the prompt suggests that most of your wife's time would be going towards your
Her
wife's friend.
Right.
Right. So maybe like texting continually throughout the day. Maybe it's, constant phone calls, pretty much not living, but living at each other's houses and not doing anything else. Maybe
Right.
it's
eating into time with the family.
well, it's not even that she's taken away from the family, but maybe it is. Maybe that, your kids are suffering because, the mom's attention is on, the girl or her kids or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just that maybe it's just a you problem. Maybe that you just are like, man, I mean, why are you putting all this attention on one person that isn't your kid or me or whatever?
Right.
So really, it could be like a jealousy thing
Mm-hmm.
that's more so on you, but I mean, it obviously is a problem. So
Okay. So, like, when we're together, she's on her phone a lot,
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple ways you could handle it. So, I remember back a few months ago, you were trying to detox from scrolling, like doom scrolling all the time.
Yeah.
And you were trying to break that habit, break that cycle of just constantly be looking at your phone.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that?
I bought an app that really limited me and it put me in phone jail. So I had 45 minutes a day to where I could get on my phone broken up into like 3 or 4 times
Right.
a day.
Okay.
45 minutes total.
Sure. Yeah. Total cumulative
Yeah.
time is 45 minutes. Probably what I would do as a first stage of trying to gently guide my wife towards bringing everything more into balance would be to, hey, honey, I think we should, maybe take up hiking or biking or something. Let's go do something together more regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Big family time. We'll go down to, the Smokies, bike the trail or hike a trail or something to where you're out of cell phone range.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a pattern interrupt. It's kind of breaking up that pattern a little bit to where she has stints of time, hours at a time, where she's not just checking her phone all the time.
Okay, well, let's say that you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You go out and you hike for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You drive back into civilization.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. Sounds like the lottery. You just hit.
Yeah.
And your wife's phone's going off.
Yeah.
And quietly you're cringing like crazy because you're like,
there's a way around that though.
oh,
You don't have to go at it hard, but you just start poking little holes in it. It's like, dang, does she have a life? My gosh, I mean, we're trying to have a family day, and she's lighting you the freak up.
what if she's a little defensive about it? What if she's like,
She's probably gonna be.
okay.
But it's tiny little holes. The big holes don't sink the ship. Small holes sink the ship. Now you start making that more of a pattern of, hey, we're going to get out. We're going to spend time as a family. We're going to have times where we're out of cell phone service. And then we hit the big time. We're going on, hey, honey, it's going to surprise you. We're going on a cruise.
Okay. What about the other 51 weeks?
I get that. But you're not trying to cut out our friendship.
No.
You're trying to bring it back to reality.
Just because you have 7 interrupted days doesn't mean, like, if you took my phone away from me for 7 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then you gave it back to me, I'm cracking out. I'm binging and I'm gonna crack out because I'm addicted to my phone.
Right.
Same thing with this whole situation. You remove that person for a measly 7 days. It takes 21 days to break a habit.
I know, but you're also adding in intentional family time where you don't have cell phone time. Or maybe it's like, hey, after 7 o'clock, and it's just a family rule. You apply it to your kids, everything. It's like, you know what? I want us to spend more time together as a family. How about after 7 o'clock or after 6 o'clock or whatever? Let's just put the phones away.
I think that's a good one. I think that's probably good.
Like, you have intentional daily limits. You have family time weekend limits that you're honing it in a little bit more, even more so. And then you also have like the occasional, it's a whole 7 days. It's like you have to gradually get that dopamine addiction out of there. And while you're also doing that every time, we're trying to have family time, and then she gets blown up when we get back into town. Good grief, does she have a life?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that this is a tough one just because I think there's a lot of people that have kind of like inappropriate relationships with their friends, and the obvious things to talk about is, oh, well, what if she's got a guy friend that she's reconnecting with, and it's taken up a lot of time, and it's, you don't trust and all those kinds of things, and it's overtly wrong. But what if you have somebody who, do you think that somebody can have a same-sex friend and they emotionally cross boundaries with a friend?
I think so.
You think that can happen?
I think that can happen. Like, if say we go camping or whatever, and we're talking, but then we start talking about stuff that's private stuff within our marriages, and it's stuff that you shouldn't know about, and you're telling me stuff I shouldn't know about. Like, there's some things that are like, we're confining these topics to our marriages. Like, we don't talk about, the private things that each of us do with our wives. We don't talk about that.
So you think that's wrong for people to do?
I think so, because it's a violation of privacy. It's a violation of trust to a degree. Like, if you have something physical that's going on, you're like, dude, have you ever had this happen? That's one thing. But then we start talking about talking about our wives. Nah. Like, we need to keep some things just need to be between husband and wife. And I think when anybody, even if it's, even two brothers, but, two friends, even of the same sex, I think you can definitely cross some lines there that are not healthy.
Yeah, I agree. But what if your wife is like, no, Tyler, I mean, that's my best friend, and I'm myself when I'm with her, and there's a part of me that lives over there that doesn't really live here in this house. And I enjoy being that individual. I enjoy going over there. I enjoy texting. There's a part of my goofiness that exists outside of what you know. and it's an outlet for me, and I have to be able to do that. And when I say I have to be able to do that, it's to a degree that makes you feel uncomfortable.
That's fair.
So do you keep that going?
I limit it.
You can't. No, what is she saying? I don't want to be limited. I'm not going to do that.
You have to steer. And also, ultimately, as the husband, as the father of your house, you're the head of your household, and you have to put limits on things that you think are going to be detrimental. Mm-hmm. Here's an example. When I was really young, I spent all the time over with Nana. Mm-hmm. Just, it was me and her a lot of the time. And I was starting to exhibit more feminine tendencies because I was primarily around women a lot. Mm-hmm. Our pastor at the time went to Dad and was like, dude, you gotta, he needs more time with his daddy. You need to cut this. Mm-hmm. Dad did. He went to Nana, he went to Mom. We had big family meeting. He's like, he's not staying in here anymore. Cold turkey, we're not doing it anymore.
It was like once a month or something like that, wasn't it? I think it was. Which it went from, I think, like 3 or 4 days a week.
Right.
For hours on end.
Right.
To one time a month.
Right.
To where you still had that relationship, but
he didn't cut off the relationship, but he put in healthy parameters of your primary influence isn't going to be just women.
Right.
And it's not going to be mothered to death. Mm-hmm. So that he got a lot of flack for that.
Would you do that to your wife?
If it's necessary. I would first try to steer gently, but if it required a firm hand, I'm willing to be the bad guy for my family.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say for me, honestly, I would be a little more of a brute. I mean, really, I would just tell my wife, like, this ain't happening. I'm not going to be playing second fiddle to your best friend. And, I mean, my wife and I, we get into spirited conversations, and it's usually spirited.
You?
Yeah, it's spirited with me specifically. But I don't know, man. It gets into the whole conversation, especially if this is being recorded and people are like, you're going to tell your wife what she can and can't do and what you're going to allow her to do. And it's like, yeah, she can do that with me.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something that's a little fishy going on with my friends, and she's like, dude, 80% of your time goes to spending, you know, you're spending all this time with this person, and you spend any second that you're not working, you're going out and camping and fishing and hunting, and you're doing all this kind of stuff. And
you're not with the family. Right.
Right. And I think that honestly, it's healthy to have those checks and balances.
Yeah.
But.
Well, because it does go both ways.
Yeah, it does.
It's, I am hers and she is mine.
Yeah.
Period. We are, aside from God, we are each other's number one priority.
Yeah.
It's God, us, our kids. Period.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Well, for those who are watching, please let us know if you think that we're just crazy, controlling, misogynist idiots, or if you actually agree that, you know, we need to be establish healthy boundaries around our marriages, healthy boundaries around our families as a whole.
Right.
And if a wife is permitted, if it's okay for her to come to her husband and say, hey, dude, you were spending all of your time with all of your friends, and you're doing this, and it's really neglecting our kids. It's really neglecting me as your wife. Is she in the wrong for doing that, and vice versa? Are we in the wrong for saying, hey, wife, this is getting a little weird with you and your friend. I'm a little uncomfortable with all this time that you're spending and emotionally dumping a lot of what we got going on your friends. So let us know if you agree, disagree, or if you're just, you know, you don't really care. Like and subscribe. Thanks.